Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our FusionFall Retro playthrough, and oh my goodness, we have a lot to go through these couple of days. So a new update just dropped to the game, including 20 plus new missions, new NPCs, new items, a new boss, everything. And over the next couple of parts, we'll be going through at least some of the things that we can do right now. A lot of the stuff is late game, so level 34 around there, so we're not actually quite ready for that yet, but we are going to be doing the things that we can do in this update. It's a very big Ben 10 themed update, so we're going to be going through that one since it just dropped yesterday. Before we get into that, I would like to say a big shout out to Ciro, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but thank you so much for your nice suggestion of Juniper Lee, Forearms, and Number 4. I thought this was really clever because if you remember back when I did an interview that I kind of linked in one of the previous parts, I did an interview with a college journalist, and they asked me who my favorite nanos were in the game. My answer were these three, June, Forearms, and Number 4. So I'm pretty confident when I say that these are my three favorite nanos in the game. So I think it's really cool and clever to go through and use those. So I'm here on the Mandark Carrier because of these new Echoes that were added here. Echo 42 has all of the alien missions, which are used for nano enhancement missions. We're going to be doing one of them today because we're going to be going through the Amphibian questline. Amphibian was a new NPC that was added. Amphibian, the alien from Ben 10. We'll explain more about it as we go there, but we're going to do all the aliens part 1. Want to help research ways to create new nanos out using DNA from the Omnitrix? We need a sample from the Amphibian in Off-World Plaza. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to Off-World Plaza. We're going to be spending a little bit of extra time in Off-World Plaza because some of the new missions that were added were level 24, which we could have done around the same time that we did all the spaceport missions, Bet on Ben, stuff like that. But now that they just got added, it is very much time for us to go check it out. So we're gonna head on over to Off-World Plaza, and we'll see what's up. So a lot of new things have been added in this update. One big one that you can hear right now, I'll stop talking a little bit so you can hear it. The music in Midtown is different. It's faster. It's an extended cut of the original take. I honestly like it a lot more. There's a lot more to it. Music also plays a lot more frequently, so there's going to be a lot less dead space when, like right here, the extra little kick up. I really like that a lot. As well as the science district, which we're about to enter. You'll be able to hear that. The music is a little bit different as well. It's another extended cut. There is some more music that we'll see later. I know the Galaxy Gardens Infected Zone has new music, composed by our very own Panman 14. As well as Monkey Mountain has more music that was not created by Panman. That was actually unused Monkey Mountain track that was ended up being used in, I believe, another game of some kind. But it was initially created to be used in Monkey Mountain for FusionFall. But we're going to kind of touch down here in Off-World Plaza. Some of the other big things are that there are new NPCs permanently added around the world for you to do. And we can see our first one kind of down there. Amphibian from Ben 10 is the first person we're going to talk to. This is Off-World Plaza. When the aliens separated from the Omnitrix, Amphibian was the only one to stay put. So yeah, Amphibian is right over here from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Looking really nice. He's a permanent NPC addition, new NPC. Never been seen before in game, which is awesome. But Ben also has a new mission for us that we're going to be doing called Out of the Omnitrix. He says, even though the Omnitrix is busted, I gotta admit, having a bunch of my alien forms running around on their own is actually kind of cool. We updated a lot of the dialogue of a couple of characters and such. So this mission, called Out of the Omnitrix, says, my Omnitrix has been on the fritz in the past, but this is on a whole new level. Some of my alien forms escaped the Omnitrix after Dexter tried to get it working again. Aliens have escaped before, sure, whatever. This problem is they're sort of acting like me. It's uncanny. Amphibian is hanging out over there. Talk to him and you'll see what I mean. So we got a couple of things to go do. So, first of all, let's talk to him about what happened. How did you get out of the Omnitrix? The Ben Tennyson sent you? I'm shocked. He's the greatest hero in the galaxy. How electrifying. Yup, that definitely is some sort of weird copy of Ben. Who else could possibly be more full of themselves? That is true. That is true. He does sound exactly like Ben in that instance. Very funny, Gwen. Hey, maybe you should go talk to Dexter about this. He's the one who caused this mess in the first place. Okay, so the next task is that we have to go talk to Dexter, but we still need your nano enhancement part. You want some of my DNA? That's kind of personal, don't you think? Fine, I'll let you take a sample, but be careful not to zap yourself on my tentacles. Also true, as well. So now 2 more quests are kind of opened up for us to take. Power outage and 1.21 megawatts, which is one of my favorite. We'll take power outage. This part of town has been experiencing a real blitz of blackouts recently, and everyone is blaming me. You'll help your favorite Amphibian get to the bottom of this, right? And then we also have 1.21 megawatts. Hey, Sparky, you feel the static in the air? There's something supercharging the UFO magnet buried underneath nowhere, and that's not good. Something that powerful could pull a ship as large as Vilgax's down to the planet. Okay, so there are a couple of things. Amphibian says there's a circuit breaker you need to flip over in Steam Alley. I'd tap into the power grid while you're gone and see if I can gather any information to keep the energy flowing again. So yeah, we're going to be going doing that. So Amphibian is the first of the new NPCs added to this update. He has missions and stuff involving kind of power-related things. Also, my vehicle has ran out since the last time I played, so unfortunately we're going to have to hoof it for now. But that's okay, because that gives me more time to kind of talk about the different kind of things that were added into the update, because there are, honestly, quite a bit, and it's really, really cool. Really cool, and one of the biggest updates I think we've ever had, honestly, and one of my favorites, personally, especially because of some of the missions that I end up writing. We're not going to get into any of those today because I did not write any of Amphibian's missions, but once we get to the next NPC, which is Spidermonkey, we will definitely do that. So here's the first circuit breaker. Gotta flip it. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Part of the grid is back online, but it feels kind of odd. So let's go flip the second circuit breaker as well while we're here. That is over here in Morbuck's Towers. So we're going to walk on over. There are, Amphibian has a couple of quest lines as well. You saw that one of them is going to have us go to Nowhere. There are a couple of new additions in Nowhere that we'll have to show off as well. Kevin Car is a big one. The Megawatts are also a big one. Kevin's dialogue has been updated and everything. As well as Monkey Mountain has seen a little bit of an update. We're going to have to go back to Monkey Mountain. That's why I've been making such a big deal of going back to Monkey Mountain. On some of the previous parts, because I knew that in this part we'd be adding a couple more missions to Monkey Mountain, because Spidermonkey has a bunch of missions that involve us going there, and those are the ones that I actually had a hand in writing. And then finally, late game, so we haven't even unlocked this yet, because we were only level 31, so once we get to level 34, and we get access to the Precipice, we're going to be able to do a couple more missions for Echo, or the Echoes, and Albedo. So here's the next circuit breaker that we found. Flip it. Yeah, now the power is really flowing. Next one's in Galaxy Gardens, pal. Yeah. Alright, so we can head on over to Galaxy Gardens, no big deal. Trying to think. Oh, yeah. Something still seems off about this, though. The energy emitting from the grid is making me feel all weird in my jellies. There's a little Detective Pikachu reference as well in those. Next, there's a couple more things added. There is a new boss monster. It's a bit different than all the previous boss monsters that have been added, and we'll definitely be showing those out, showing that off, because it is part of a quest line this time. The Null Void has returned, and in it is the Fusion Echo that was a fan favorite back in the day. It was added kind of later into the game's lifespan, but it is back now. You can go fight it in the Null Void, and there are a couple of quests from Albedo, who is one of the new NPCs added, that kind of explains the whole situation. Mojo Jojo also has a mission for us, but we're not gonna be doing that one quite yet, because it involves Spidermonkey. If that kind of makes sense, because he is a monkey. Spidermonkey, also kind of a monkey. I also really love the Science District music. The drums are a lot more upbeat and kicking. The chorus in the back is a lot more dynamic, a lot more powerful, I think. Especially kind of when they switch up the notes like this. I really enjoy it. But like right here, when it kind of drops, it's amazing. This is definitely one of my favorite updates. I think this might actually be my favorite update we've ever made to the game, because there's so much more stuff added, a lot of new things to do. The world feels a lot more alive and open now that we've updated some of the areas to include more things, especially new NPCs in Off-World Plaza, Monkey Mountain, the works, and it's just a lot more cool stuff to do. We're approaching our final circuit breaker. I will be getting a vehicle again this episode, don't worry. But, I don't, I'm not really in the position to do that right now. This guy's also going to want to fight us, so let's use our new number 4 nano. We can take him out real quick. We'll flip the final circuit breaker that happens to be on an ATM. Mission successful. I'm tapped into the power grid now. The energy is flowing like normal. Oh, we got cut off. What are you saying? What you saying, Amphibian? Youch! Oh, no, yeah, something definitely isn't right. On the bright side, at least we got the power flowing again. So, since we're here, we have to go talk to Dexter. So we're going to go do that as well. Dexter needs to explain what happened, because he tampered with the Omnitrix and now all the aliens are loose. Honestly, it's a very similar plotline to what actually happens in Season 3 of Alien Force. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's not really a spoiler or anything, because it like happens in one of the first episodes of Season 3, and it's like the kind of the Kickstarter for the new season. Is that Kevin tries to tamper with the Omnitrix. He tries to hack it, and it kind of faults, it explodes, and aliens do escape as well, similar to this, except they don't have a personality similar to Amphibian did. And Kevin kind of gets mutated once again, so it's kind of a whole deal. Let's talk to Dexter. While it is true that I tampered with Ben's Omnitrix device, the Dexter Corporation claims no responsibility for any side effects that may occur. Now, if you don't mind, I'm particularly busy at the moment. Good day. Great, real helpful. Just come back here. Yeah, so Dexter really didn't help out at all. He kind of just said, hey, I hacked the Omnitrix, deal with it. Hey, Spark, I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm feeling some weird energy emitting from those kilowatts. Okay, well, we'll definitely go take care of some of those for you. I'm going to fly on back to Alpha Plaza because it'll be quicker than us just walking. I will, once we go to Nowhere, I'm going to have to stop at Blackhead regardless because I have to go there to get to Nowhere. I'll pick up a vehicle from the vehicle vendor. I don't think that we have a new vehicle. Maybe we do at level 31. We might have access to a new vehicle, but I'm not sure if we do for certain, for 100% sure. I also have some of these extra things I need to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of this, actually. This is a very cool gun. But I think the rest of this stuff I can probably send away, because I don't think I'm ever going to wear this Forever Night stuff. But there are a bunch of new Ben 10 themed items as well, added from the boss that you can fight. Also, the Holo suit is different as well. I didn't even get to talk about that yet. So we had the absolute honor, privilege, if you will, of working with the Ink Tank. If you're familiar with them, they make a lot of videos about animation. Ben 10 is kind of one of their specialties. So we thought they'd be perfect for this update. They're a pretty large channel on YouTube. We met some of the main guys that work on it. They're very nice people, very awesome. And they helped us with a lot of update. And one of the cool things that we added was the Holo suit actually is designed by one of the Ink Tank members, Kuro the artist. And he made his own Ben 10 fan comic that has like a new, older Ben design. I believe he's 21 in the comic. So it kind of matches that design, and it's really, really cool, and it's one of the cooler things I think we've ever added, and that's some of the new, at least some of the new things that we did. So let's turn on power outage while we're here. Hey, nice work out there, partner. The power is running again, but there's something suspicious about this whole thing. Not to mention, I almost fried my tentacles. What a shocking twist. Okay, so we have to go and finish out of the Omnitrix as well before we can get to the next Amphibian mission. So we gotta go defeat some kilowatts. That should be pretty simple because they are literally right down here. I'm gonna take out number 4 because number 4 is gonna be super helpful. And I'm gonna use my sword so I can attack multiple of them. The Candy Pirate sword, it just looks amazing, which is why I'm gonna use it. I really want number 4 to do his really cool voice line, which is why I love using him. When he goes, "Let me at him!" That's really cool. He just seems to be saying Sabotage Strike, but one of my favorite, yeah, let me at him, like Forum just said. But one of number 4's voice lines when he uses his drain power is "Let me at him," and it's a really cool voice line. I like it. There it is. He just used it right there, right then and there. Get away from the eruption. We did it. Whoa, that was close. They were gonna try and fry the infected zone areas surrounding the spaceport. Maybe having a bunch of aliens on our side is a good thing after all. In that case, please remember that this alien splitting technology is patented by the Dexter Corporation, where it's always a fine day for science. You'll receive an invoice shortly. Oh, a little bit of humor added to Dex there. That's really cool. All right, let's go turn it out of the Omnitrix.
You need a mission?
Seems like having a ton of my alien forms fighting against Fuse all at once can be pretty useful. You should try talking with Amphibian. It seems like he's got a plan. Or is it me who has a plan? Man, this is confusing. Whatever. Now where the heck did my other aliens run off to? Okay, so now we should be able to do the next Amphibian quest. Shock value. I knew it! I should have trusted that weird feeling in my jellies. One of Fuse's baddies is using the power grid here in the science to spy on anyone connected to it. That's bad news. There's been a security breach at Mandark Industries. Come quick. Okay, so we're going to head on over to Tech Square. Let's see what we got in our crates as well. I don't think we... Obviously, we probably didn't get anything too crazy, because it is a level 24 quest, and we are a little bit higher than that. We're level 31. But we don't have to talk to Kevin right now. We're going to do that one last, because... Or not, I guess definitely not last, because we have all the aliens to turn in. But 1.21 megawatts is a kind of its own little quest. It's a little bit of a teaser, a hint at kind of future updates to come, which is why I'll be sure to read all the dialogue for you. But we're doing shock value. Fuse tampered with the power grid of the science district and is trying to use it to spy on everyone. Mandark needs help. Stay here and I'll try to fix the grid. So, we gotta go talk to Mandark. Mandark, apparently, Fuse has kind of breached his security. And we can't let that happen, obviously. That's not a good thing to have done. So we get to go back to Tech Square. It's been a minute since we've been back in Tech Square. It feels a bit refreshing, a bit nice to be back. But we gotta go see what's the deal up with Mandark Industries and why the security systems are going off, why they're getting breached. I really do love this look, by the way. I love the Coco headdress. I think works super well with the Candy Pirate shirt and the Candy Pirate sword, and even the red pants. I think really work well too. And the yellow shoes aren't that bad, but I kind of wish they were a different color. Maybe if we get some better shoes, I can kind of change them up. Mandark, it's about time you got here. We just had a level 12 network security breach and valuable data was taken. Grab my polarity pulverizer from my toolbox and get to work. Okay, so we gotta go grab his polarity pulverizer. There you go. Oh, quickly, use the polarity pulverizer on the power grid. You'll have to climb up high to use it. Hurry up, the fate of the universe is at stake. Is it really? Is it really? As Amphibian just said, this is gonna be at something stupid, isn't it? Well, let's fix it. Here's the power grid. We fixed it. I don't know how we did that, but we certainly did fix it. We are capable. You have done well in keeping my Sumo Slimer's online password from being leaked into the internet. Now I can continue my quest to defeat the Omnitrixer once and for all. Ha ha ha! Well, and there it is. If we're done here, we might as well... Oh, if we're all done here, I managed to track the source of the weird fusion energy to Galaxy Gardens. So it looks like we're going to go get to fight a new fusion. There happens to at least be a, or there at least happens to be a new fusion kind of waiting for us at Galaxy Gardens. We can go fight. Find a fusion portal in the Tyrannical Gardens infected zone. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So as well as obviously the fusion Echo that I was talking about earlier, there are more. What's it called? There are more fusions being added to the game world as well. You saw we had kind of a little bit of a teaser tweet. We're about to fight one of them right now. Fusion AmpFibian is the culprit here. There are two more extra fusion layers kind of added to the game world as well that we'll be exploring in future parts as well. I'm going to try to record as many of these as I can real quickly because I am actually going on I'm going to be going on vacation starting on Saturday, so I'm going to be gone for a whole week. I'm taking a little bit of a road trip with the fam over to the East Coast, and we're going to be able to we're going to be hanging out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I want to try to at least, because I don't want to go completely off the grid for a week, you know, and not upload anything for a whole week, even though I have done that plenty of times before. Last year I went like a couple months without uploading because I burnt out real fast, but I don't want that to happen this time. So I'm going to try to record some parts. I'm going to try to space them out. So you might not be getting a new episode every single day this week. I will try to do them as often as I possibly can, but I want to try to at least save some episodes for next week. Just so there at least is like maybe 1 or 2 episodes for you guys to watch next week. It might not be every single day though. So I thank you for understanding that one. I just won't be home normally to make it. Because normally what I do is I record an episode and I upload it the next day. But obviously I can't do that. I'm going to be gone for a week. So, listen to this new music, by the way. Listen to this amazing new song that was added. It sounds very peaceful, but also really creepy at the same time. I love it. Because this infected zone really isn't that terrifyingly, super crazy and dangerous. It's very like more of like a calming kind of peaceful. Like the atmosphere here is really nice. So I think this music track really fits really well. I would definitely recommend just coming in here and listening to the music. I love this infected zone so much. It's definitely one of my favorite infected zones in the game. But here's a new fusion layer on the fountain. Fusion Amphibian's secret lair. Let's warp in. Fusion Amphibian. So this is a fusion copy of the original Amphibian DNA sample from the Omnitrix, or a fusion copy of Ben in amphibian form. This is very confusing. But then what does that make me? Like, just thinking about this is frying my brain. Just take him out while I keep the grid stable, yeah? Yeah, that's what I think we should do. So we got some boar build defenders here. No big deal. These are big old boar builds. These guys are huge. Okay. Fusion Amphibian should just be around the corner. No big deal there. We do have 2 leech nanos I completely forgot to mention, which will put them both on cooldown at the same time, but I really liked the theme of it so much that I figured, why not? Like, even if there are 2 leech nanos, it doesn't really matter that much, because it just has a really cool theme, especially because it's 3 of my favorite nanos in the game. Let me at him! Okay, well, I don't really want to go too far. There's a Fusion Amphibian. You can kind of see him right there through the rocks. Kind of chilling. He looks really, really cool. He was in the original game, if you remember. For the Amphibian Nano mission, you actually did have to fight a Fusion Amphibian similar to this guy. So let's take him down. Let's see what happens. We'll use our forearms nano, because alien on alien action. Uh-oh. He started to shock the ground, and he took us out. Dang. Not bad, Sparky. I'm impressed. I managed to secure the grid, and the threat is neutralized. I'm positive our troubles are over. Also, Amphibian relates to talking electric puns, if you haven't noticed. And we're back. You managed to defeat a single unit of a self-regenerating army with the assistance of some rogue Omnitrix DNA. Tell me, how many Ben Tennysons does it take to ward off an alien invasion? Put a shock in it, Squidface. I don't see you helping. That's true. Vogax is just trying to be snarky right now. We don't need his snark. We don't need his sass. But I would definitely recommend, even if you don't have to do this mission, if you've already done it, come on in the Tyrannical Gardens Infected Zone and take a look around. Definitely check out the new tunes, because it's really, really good. Anyway, now we have to run all the way back to Amphibian. I'm just going to cut the video, and I'll see you guys back in Off-World Plaza when I get there. Alright, we are back in Off-World Plaza. Only one thing left to do, and that is to talk to Amphibian and get some closure on this quest. Shock value. We made quite the team, Sparky, although I guess this is the end of our partnership. The experience has been electrifying and even a little bit enlightening. Look, I'm not sure if I'm Ben Tennyson or Rad or someone new entirely, but I do know that Fuse needs to be stopped and that you can be sure Amphibian will be there to help save the planet. Look at that, we have a little bit of closure there. Okay, so now we have his other quest to do, 1.21 megawatts, and that involves me going to Nowhere. So I will, again, cut the video and I'll be right back as I go talk to Kevin 11 in Nowhere. Are you guys ready for the best part of the new update? My favorite part of the new update? The most amazing part of the new update? Kevin car. Kevin's car has been added as well, and there's some megawatts surrounding it, having a great old time. So we gotta talk to Kevin because there's something supercharging the UFO magnet buried under Nowhere. So let's figure out what's happening. Also, Kevin's dialogue was updated, so he says, the sweet old lady who lives here is letting me stay with them until I can get my car fixed up, but man, this place gives off some bad vibes. To kind of explain why he's here, because it's really never explained why Kevin's in Nowhere. But 1.21 megawatts. Yo, you here to deal with the megawatt situation? I may or may not have been trying to use them to jumpstart my car when they got away from me. Why are you looking at me like that? Those megawatts are overcharged with fusion matter. They're causing the UFO magnet to be nearly 10 times as strong. Uh-oh. Also, I got a new thing. Also, what's really funny is that Courage, I missed it, but Courage says, I tried to warn him, but we're all doomed. Ah! And then Kevin says, what was I supposed to do? Take the pink talking dog seriously? Just take him out before it gets any worse. So, apparently Kevin was using the Megawatts to try to jumpstart his car because it's broken down. And the Megawatts kind of got away from him and got infected with fusion matter. So, I got this new vehicle, by the way. It's the new vehicle we unlocked for getting level 31. It's the Flying Brain. I don't know if I like it very much. It's kind of gross, so I bought it just because, well, I gotta try everything out once at least. It's the new vehicle that we have access to, but I'm not sure if it will be, I'll be a returning customer for that one, if you catch my drift. So we have to go and get the 15, we have to go take out 15 overcharged Megawatts, and they can be found here in the infected zone. So we're gonna go and take those out. I can show you where they are. They're honestly in kind of like a different place than we kind of ever have been. That was an alt jump right there, by the way. I kind of wanted to see if that was possible, and it very much was. So instead of going up to the ship, you're going to want to take your time and get up here to the top of this platform, kind of where that guy jumped off. And you're going to want to, see, can I even, I don't know if I can make that jump, but I'm honestly too scared to try. I'll wait for the platform like a good little boy. But yeah, the Megawatts are kind of just over this hill, kind of where all those broken down cars were. If you remember last time we were in Area 51.5, which has been a hot minute. We have not raided Area 51 in a while. We're going to have to wait till September to do that one. But there are some little Fusion Megawatts kind of chilling over in this area that we're going to be able to, we're going to have to take down. So there's one. I'm going to take him out with the sword because it just feels right, just to slice him. It normally takes him one shot to take him out. So it's not going to be too terrible. We've already taken 2 overcharged Megawatt. Unfortunately, I would love to join your group, but I don't believe I will be doing that, unfortunately. Let's slice that one down. That's 4. And we might have to wait for some of them to respawn, because it looks like other people are kind of overdoing the quest. There are some over there, too. That actually might be a lot easier to go and grab, just in case they don't respawn. Try to go over to that kind of side of things, but it looks like they're respawning relatively fast now, so we can kind of take most of them down now. We're kind of chilling at, what are we, 7? 7 out of 15? That's a good number. There's 9. I really like the little green Megawatt dudes with red eyes. That really fits them a lot. They're fusion charged. We need 3 more. They respawn relatively fast from what I can tell, so it really shouldn't be too much of a hassle, maybe? Unless they're all gone now. Oh, no, I see one. There's one right over here. There's 2 right over here. Awesome. Perfect. It actually kind of takes 2 hits from my sword, which is kind of... Normally it takes 1 hit if you have a pretty high-powered weapon. And here's the last guy we need. Respawn right in front of our face. That should be enough for now. I trust Kevin will round up the rest. Am I correct? Since these guys have such low health, they normally... I don't believe they will attack you. I'm pretty sure if you run right past them, they won't attack. Oh, nope, they are. I lied. I completely lied. They're attacking me. They use Eruption Corruption attack, too. Yeah, I get the hint, Tennyson, or whoever you are. I don't want to think about it. If you're all done here, then come back and talk to me. They don't do a lot of damage, though, so you can run through them, no problem. But we gotta go back and talk to Mr. Kevin. Because that is, we've solved the Megawatt issue. 1.21 Megawatts. So the really interesting part about this quest line is that, we're going to be... kind of getting a little bit of a tease as to maybe some foreshadowing at the end of this quest line for potentially maybe future things that we're planning on doing, but probably won't be for a while, if you can figure out what it is. But we're going to talk to Kevin, get this mission over with. Hello, Kevin.
Let me see if I have a mission for you.
Can you do me a favor and not mention this to Gwen? It's pretty obvious what I did was stupid, but I need to get my car fixed so I can get out of here. This place is creepy, man. Max and I just got a report of a large ship of some kind entering our atmosphere at high velocity. It was headed your way until just a few minutes ago. Whatever it is, it looks like it's going to be making one heck of a crash landing somewhere in the ocean. Uh-oh. What could that possibly be? Woo! You gotta speculate and figure that one out. Anyway, now we gotta go back and return to Amphibian, so I'm gonna cut the video and return back to downtown. So I'll be right back. Back to turn this quest into Amphibian. Looks like the two of us saved the day. To think, if we were even a few minutes too late, Noah might have been wiped off the face of the planet by a catastrophic spaceship crash. Alright, and now there's only one thing left for us to do, and that is to finally return to Echo 42 with our Amphibian DNA sample that we achieved. Again, I'm not really expecting anything too crazy from these, and I really didn't get anything too crazy because, again, level 24 missions, so we've kind of outgrown a lot of the armor that is offered to us at that level, but, you know, there's still a chance we might get, like, an ultra rare or something crazy. I mean, Emerald Angel shoes are really, I know, popular, but, again, our shoes are a bit better. Even though I do think the Emerald Angel shoes might actually work. Ooh, I do think they work a lot better with his outfit, so maybe I just put those on, regardless of whether or not they're actually, like, good. Because I think they really match well. This might be a little bit of a... This is definitely a fit, I would say. An outfit. But we did add, if you... I mean, this was in the beginning of the episode, but there are nano enhancement missions for all of the new NPCs. There are 5 parts to it. Amphibian, Spidermonkey is going to be next time. Echo, Albedo, and then finally Cheese, because Cheese actually never had a nano enhancement mission in the game. Cheese was added a post launch, and they didn't want to. I guess they didn't really want to add another nano enhancement mission, kind of by itself, which is understandable. So we tossed him into all of the aliens, because it kind of makes sense a little bit. You know, Cheese. People mistake him for an alien all the time. He kind of looks like one, but. Let's warp to the Darklands. And let's turn in this quest on our flying brain. I don't know how I feel about that. It just feels wrong. But here's the Echoes. All the Aliens Part 1. Nicely done. The Dex Lab scientists can start the development of the Amphibian Nano, although it's not probably high on their priority list. I imagine so. Amphibian's not necessarily like the craziest alien of all time, but those are all the Amphibian missions that we have access to. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed the part, leave a little like on the video. That would be super appreciative. How are you guys enjoying this Ben 10 update? I want to know. Tell me in the comments below as well. I definitely like to get to know what all the fun things that you guys enjoyed about this update, and things that you guys want to see in future updates eventually. Also, leave a comment, guys, for future parts. I have all of these nanos. Pick your 3 favorite. Put them in the comments below and tell me. And I'll pick my favorite nano lineup, and I'll use them in a future part. With credit to you guys, of course, if you guys end up picking the correct lineup. Also, a lot of people are really new to the channel as well. I imagine you probably won't be watching this video if you're new to the channel, because this is part 76 of a long Let's Play. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Leaving a subscription with notifications on is very much appreciated as well. And if you guys ring that notification bell and you tell me in the comments below, because I can't tell normally, but if you tell me that you ring the notification bell, I will give you guys an amazing, crispy shout out in a future part of the playthrough. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on both the game update and the YouTube videos that I'm making. And I will see you guys next time as we delve into more of the new missions added into this update with Spidermonkey in our next part. Alright guys, take care, peace out, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time with more FusionFall Retro action. Peace!